Hello, welcome to my channel. I have spent most of my life wrestling with what I'm about to tell you. From my first day at school into my adult life, getting organized, meeting deadlines, getting work done, just keeping myself functioning sometimes was a struggle, a tough struggle. Not the I'm so busy kind of struggle, but where you know you can do things and you still can't figure out why it's so hard. I built a business anyway. I worked with thousands of people. I figured out what worked for me and for them, connected some dots. I like dots. Developed systems that made things manageable, that worked. And then at the tender age of 58, I discovered I have ADHD. And I was relieved. Suddenly it all made sense. I wasn't lazy, I wasn't faulty, I was just wired differently. And everything I built, all those systems, all those frameworks, suddenly made sense in a completely different way. So that's when I realized that if it worked for me and it worked for the people that I was working with, maybe it's not just my thing. Maybe there's something here that's worth sharing. This channel is that something. And you don't have to have ADHD to benefit. That's the good news. So, the productivity industry has a very, very specific idea of who you are and what you need. You need a better morning routine, more discipline, the right system, the right app, a better relationship with your to do list, a freaking journal, the bullet list. We could go on and on and on. They have been selling to you since at least the 90s, if you were around at the time, or all your life. And the market keeps growing, which tells you something. Either it's working or it's not working. And yet, we all keep hoping that the next version, the next idea, the next system, the next journal, the next planner will be different. You probably tried most of it. Some of it worked briefly. I'm sure some things did work. Most of it didn't stick. Not because you failed, you're not the problem here, but because it was designed, these things are designed for a different brain, not yours necessarily. So, I am an architect, architectural designer, I should say, by training, and a photographer by practice. These two things come together in everything this channel is about. Architectural taught me that I can't even pronounce architecture. Architecture taught me that structure determines behavior. Photography taught me that perspective determines what you can see and how. I spent years studying how designed spaces either support or hinder and obstruct the people moving through them. I did my thesis on the psychology of doors, if you can believe it. But without going into all that, let's just bear in mind that a badly designed building forces people to compensate, to fight the space rather than use it in the best way. So, and the same is true for execution systems. A badly designed system forces you to compensate with willpower, with discipline, and heroic moves or whatever. A well-designed one makes the right behavior fit your own natural behavior. It fits you. And so, what the camera taught me is that before you can design anything well, you have to see clearly. Most people are looking at their situation through a frame they never really chose themselves. There are assumptions, possibly even inherited, advice received from God knows where, or something trendy that's out there at the moment. An angle that they didn't choose themselves, they got plunged into somehow. So in a photograph, the frame decides what you see, and what you see determines what you think is possible and how you're going to go about it. So here's the thing: you look at things differently, and your decisions will change. Your decisions change, and your actions change. Your actions change, and everything changes. And ultimately, you change. So, this channel is about both the perspective that lets you see your situation clearly and the architecture that makes working within it feel natural and easy and fun. Because if it ain't fun, it ain't getting done. That's one of my mantras. Execution architecture, which is a mouthful, is basically how you get stuff done, and perspective cover everything: your load, your workflows, your environment, your nervous system regulation, your stress levels, the beliefs running underneath, your behaviors, and ultimately your identity. Most people have inherited all this by accident, through habit, through what seemed to work once, through copying some advice designed for someone else, all sorts of ways. Almost nobody has designed it deliberately to fit how they actually think and their unique situation. So that's what we're doing here. And we're going to do this across 5 major areas: how you see things, how you execute, and the effect on your body and your mental health, your relationship with money and your worth, really crucial thing, the beliefs and the blocks underneath your behavior and how you do things. And when we get there, the origin stories that connect it all together. The the productivity industry has built a significant business on the premise that you need fixing. There's something wrong with you. You need more discipline, more self control, more consistency, the C word, bloody motivation. I don't think you need fixing. You're not broken, your system is. You're a very capable person inside a system that wasn't designed for you, living a life and managing work in a way that doesn't fit you. Obviously, this is not a channel that will tell you to get up at 5 a.m., God forbid. I'm not going to sell you a morning routine or a habit tracker or the next planner. It will challenge most of the advice you've been given or that you've heard, and some of it will be uncomfortable. That's usually a sign we're in the right territory. So, we're going to challenge the advice you've been given, name the patterns that you probably know quite well but can't quite explain, and give you a different framework, a different perspective for thinking about your work and your life, as they do go together. Can't split them really. So, not a system to follow, a way of seeing that changes how you design everything else. I wrote a book called Stop Fucking About. Where is it? There it is. It's short, it's direct, it's designed for non-linear brains, and it will probably make you feel seen in a way that's either relieving or uncomfortable or both. It's designed to do just that. Link in the description, and that's the one thing I do. I do want you to get. But I would love you to just subscribe to this channel so we can grow together. I'm just starting this whole shebang, and your help is very much appreciated. Actually, sorely needed. YouTube is a tough nut to crack, but I'm doing this to help. And if your best work is still in your head, you're in the right place. All of the videos will be recorded live with an audience. And if you want to be part of that, you can get an invitation by doing 3 things. Like this video, subscribe, of course, ring that bell, and either leave a comment or sign up to the newsletter. You will be invited to attend the sessions for free, and you'll have time to ask your questions. What's not to like? The next video that you can be invited to is about the foundational idea behind everything on this channel. The principle that sits underneath all of it. It starts with a quote from Anais Nin that I've been thinking about for 20 years. I hope to see you there. Right, before you go, let me tell you how this channel works, because it's a bit different from most of the other ones. I decided to put all of my program sessions on YouTube for anyone to access for free. Yep, free. All of my stuff, no paywall. Is that cool or what? You're welcome. Now, every session is recorded live with a real audience, people who sign up, show up, and sit with me while I teach or talk about whatever. You can be one of them, and here's how it works. The sessions are free. They run for 15 to 30 minutes max, and then I stay on and take questions live in real time. Small group, the questions don't get shared, of course, only the session gets uploaded to YouTube, and the questions happen at the end. So you get the lesson before it goes up on YouTube. You get to ask me anything directly, and it costs you nothing. You get an invitation. You need to do 3 things. You subscribe and ring the bell. I know everyone says that, but YouTube is really, it's a tough nut, and it buries channels in the moment you stop engaging. So the bell is not optional. I need your help to do this and keep it free for everyone. Let's say the bell is your payment or your token of appreciation if you like what I'm doing, and I can keep doing it. 2, leave a comment below. Tell me you want an invitation. That's it. I read them all. And 3, subscribe to the newsletter. You will get a link somehow. It's there. That's where the invitations actually go out. And the newsletter is called The Fab Stuff. It comes out once a week at most. No spam, no faffing about. It does not faff about. 3 things. That is the way. What you get is early access to every lesson before it goes public, a seat in the live session, and a direct line to me. Not a comment thread, not a reply 2 weeks later. They're in the session live. Ask me whatever you like. And it's going to be fun, because if it's not fun, it ain't getting done. If that sounds like your kind of thing, I hope to see you there.